Good morning. Welcome to Ruby Tuesday. This is Leslie with 507 Willow House Journals, and I wanted to share with you my design team project for today, Ruby Tuesday, DT, which stands for Design Team. And I wanted to share with you my project that I made. This beautiful little journal. If you don't know what Ruby Tuesday is, that is a specific day, our Ruby Tuesday DT, that we set aside, that Heather sets aside for us as a design team to create a project or two using the digitals that she has designed, and you'll find those in her Etsy shop. Y'all, it's the ladies have just wonderful ideas, really making the most of the beautiful digitals that Heather creates. And this is my design team project for today, and I wanted to share it with you. I think I said before that all of Heather's you'll find her digitals in her Etsy shop, which I'll have linked below, and I'll also link the other girls who are on the design team. Wonderfully creative talent within this design team, and I'm tickled to be a part of them. So I just thought I'd share this beautiful girl. Look, she's chunky. Yes, I love a chunky journal, and she's no exception. When this is from the Dressmaker kit, the Dressmaker digital kit that Heather made. It's one of her older kits, and I just fell in love with this butterick pattern. It's so old fashioned. Look at it. It just looks like it came out of the 50s somewhere, and I just loved it. And I used to I learned to sew when I was 5. My mama taught me how to sew, and I would make all of her aprons for her for school. She worked at the school lunchroom, and so I made all of her aprons for work. I also made all of my gowns for beauty pageants and high school favorites, and class favorites and stuff like that. So it just because I have been a lady who sews, yeah, a seamstress. Because I have been for so long, this was perfect. So I want to show her to you. I made her little pocket, and I just tucked this in. I thought it was beautiful. Heather has designed several corsets with this kit, and I just fell in love with them. This I also made a little pocket, and I tucked in just a really pretty piece of lace. I thought it was pretty tucked in right there. So let's look. Isn't that beautiful? Just to open it up right there. I love all the little, yes, I do. I wanted to print this out on, because it's patterned. Isn't that beautiful? I wanted to print this out on tissue paper, or like a what is it called? Tracing paper. But my printer doesn't like that. No, it rebelled and didn't do anything with it, really. So I had to print it on regular paper, but that is something that you could do that is just beautiful. I mean, is a beautiful creation. So try that. Another one of Heather's beautiful corset design. I love those. Of course, I had to use my sparkly netting. This is one of my painted papers that I added in. I just loved it. And look, there's another one. Isn't that beautiful? I just tucked it on with a piece of pattern paper. And this is another, I just loved it. This is another pattern that would be beautiful. This would be gorgeous printed out on tracing paper. But as I said, my printer just wouldn't do it, but hopefully yours will, and I encourage you to try that. I'm going to figure that out. I've got another printer, and I'm going to pull it out, and it's in storage, so I'm going to pull it out and use it I think it'll take the tracing paper. But I always, in all of my journals, I include a little bit of shorthand and a little bit of this fabric. These remind me of my mom. And so I try to include those in every journal I make. I love this. Scissors for the work basket. Aren't these girls beautiful? Y'all, I had a dress like that when I was in about the 9th grade. I did. I made that dress, and Mama bought me some shoes that I was so embarrassed to wear, and I'm going to tell you, they were spot on for the fashion. My mama had she knew her fashion, I'm going to tell you. She was spot on. It was beautiful. I've used a lot of this page, of this sheet of Heather designed this. She pulled this from an antique fabric, an antique French fabric, and created a digital with it, and it's just beautiful. And I have used this a lot throughout this journal. See, you'll find it. It's just everywhere, and I love it. Isn't this beautiful? This is just one of her pages, and I simply took it and created a big, I guess you would call it a big, I don't know, it's like a tuck spot, and I tucked this big thing in there. This is just one of my twisted tangles. I love it so much. And again, the corsets, oh, beautiful. Isn't this beautiful, y'all? And this, Heather has a few of these. Well, I've shown you 2 of them. This one that she designed just as a little card you can tuck in. And I tucked it right in on here. And again, these beautiful corsets. And this is a little tuck spot. So I've tucked this pretty piece of antique book page and put her right in there. Y'all, isn't that beautiful? I love that. And these are so easy to make. This is so easy to make. You just take the page and fold it up. And then, check this out. You just start from the bottom. And in she goes. Isn't that cool? I love that. I think it's a beautiful addition. You can take it out. And a lot of the things that I put inside my journals can be taken out so that you have just your journal. And if you wanted to use the other items elsewhere, you could. But I loved that. This is a little a book page from Jane Eyre. I just loved it. It's talking about the courtship. I love this spot right here. Look at all the bonnets. Look at these girls. Y'all, excuse me. Aren't they sassy? I think they're so elegant. Oh, just beautiful. I thought this vintage hanky would just be perfect right there. This is part of a collage. The collage piece of the that Heather, she does create a collage piece of several different elements within the kit and creates this collage, and they're just beautiful. I love them, and I use them all the time. I thought this was really pretty, a tribute to all daughters, because for one, my mom and I were very close, and so this is and I have a ton of girls. Yes, I do. I have like 5 girls, 3 biological and 2 that I was gifted with. So this is a tribute to them. I thought it was, and me as a daughter. Look, isn't that beautiful? I just made another little tuck right in here. Y'all, isn't that beautiful? This was a gift to me, and it is a fan. It's a fan blade. Isn't that beautiful? I just fell in love with it, and I thought she would fit right in here. This is vintage. Isn't that beautiful? And I created just a little, I create what I call scrappy doos, and it's exactly that. It's just little scrappies that I put together, and I just wrapped it up in this McCall's pattern. These beautiful digitals, again, you know, that are corsets everywhere, and a sewing machine. I love using the pattern pieces because I remember going to the fabric store and looking through the tons and tons and tons of these patterns, and I just that is such a sweet memory for me of with my time, you know, with Mama as I was growing up. And like I said, I was 5 when I started sewing, and I was in the 4th and 5th grade when I started making my own clothes for school. So we spent many a day at the fabric store. Aren't they beautiful? I just took this beautiful piece of antique book page. This is from 1807, y'all. And look, that is so beautiful to me. Little piece of collar. You can use it as a tuck spot somewhat. And I just tucked this in. Look at this beautiful pattern. Again, tracing paper would have been beautiful, but I didn't get that far because my printer didn't chee-haw with it. But isn't that beautiful? I love that. I don't normally use more than a piece of paper more than one, but this piece is just stunning. It's stunning to me. It reminds me of Edith Head, was a fashion illustrator, and it reminds me so much of her elegant illustrations. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. I think that is just absolutely gorgeous. Do y'all ever wish we still dress like that? I do. I would. I don't know why I had that. I don't know. I must have left something out or moved it because I had this little paper clip here. I do. I wish we still dressed like that. Although I do love my leggings and sweaters, you know. Isn't that gorgeous? These are still just, you know, little bits and pieces of the kit. More of my Mama right there. And polka dots, because I love polka dots. Heather loves polka dots too. Y'all, isn't that cute? I could not resist. This was a piece of a doily that I had cut all the trim and everything off, and I thought, what am I going to do with her? I just cut her out, and she's been floating around my room, my studio here, for over a year, and she finally found her little spot. I just thought that was perfect. And yes, I had to use that again. I just love it. I love that. But I thought that was quite smart of me right here. I thought it was beautiful. And this, I just loved this. This is original of an art book that I have. And this lady right here is the reason I love this page. I just thought she was so elegant. She looks exhausted. Look at her. But I thought she was just beautiful. And of course I love black and whites. So I thought it would be beautiful tucked in here. And I included a little writing board. Isn't that beautiful? This is all part of her kit. And you can see I've used this fabric piece again. Look at this. Oh, I just love them. And then I have added a little bit of an accordion to my journal. I've just put some things down in here. You could put little extra pieces of your pattern, or you could add little things you wanted to keep, like this recipe. I love a good Southern recipe. And then you could tuck in, I love music sheet, and I just made this a little, I just included this. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. And this, if I'm not mistaken, this was on a bundle of letters that I received from Heather of Rosehill Paper Cottage, and she's one of our design team girls. I thought I would put that on there. Isn't that pretty? And I just tuck it in my little accordion. And I also included a pocket. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that. I can't help myself. And I tucked in a beautiful little tissue. That's not a tissue. A beautiful little hanky. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got a little tuck spot on the back. I tucked in some pattern in there. But I love this. I love the printables that Heather provides for us. And oh, she has several within her Etsy shop. And like I said, I'll link that down below for you to go and choose your digitals. You're gonna love it. I have all of Heather's digitals. I have had, and I just have to go. I have to pull them out and look at them. I do almost every day. But y'all, that is my design team project for Ruby Tuesday. And I hope that you liked her. Oh, I forgot. I put a little pocket back here. Isn't that cute? I thought that was perfect. And you know, I said in all of my journals, I try to include little bits of my mama. She was such an inspiration for me. Well, I also try to include things that my granddaughter Emma painted. And Emma Lou painted this. No, I didn't leave my heart in San Francisco, but my sweet girl Emma Lou painted this, and I just had to include it in this journal. She was just perfect. And that is my little journal and my design team project for Ruby Tuesday. And for Heather of Ruby and Pearl, I thank you for being here with me today. And I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.